So Samsung just downgraded the Galaxy S26 Ultra from titanium to aluminum, and that's after marketing titanium like it was crafted by Thor himself. Let's talk about why they did it, why some of the excuses don't really make sense, and 3 key details Samsung just revealed that you absolutely need to know. Let's get into it. What's up guys, Sal here. Quick mention before we move on. If you haven't pre-ordered the S26 Ultra yet, Samsung quietly boosted the deals for a limited time. With my purchase links, you can save up to $980. That includes an exclusive $30 credit, a $50 PayPal discount, and $900 trade-in. Students can stack another $140 on top of this, and if you don't have anything to trade in, you're still saving $230, which basically gives you the Buds 4 Pro for free. Links are down below if you're interested. Now the downgrade, at this point it honestly feels like a yearly ritual between Samsung and Apple. Remove something useful and call it evolution. Headphone jack, chargers in the box, 10x telephoto, Bluetooth S Pen, and now titanium. So why did this happen? Well, 2 reasons. First, Apple. On the iPhone 17 Pro Max, Apple went with a full unibody aluminum design. It was widely expected as early as September last year that Samsung would follow suit, and that's exactly what happened. The second, and likely bigger reason, is cost. Aluminum is cheaper than titanium. When you're producing millions of units, switching materials can save the company millions of dollars. Now here's where I have a problem. Take a look at the S26 Ultra. With a simple drop on the floor, this is what can happen. Nearly every aluminum device I've used has either dented or had its paint chip off, including the Z Fold 7. In contrast, I never experienced that with titanium. I've dropped the S24 Ultra and S25 Ultra dozens of times, and not a single scratch appeared on the frame, let alone dents. Now I keep seeing this argument that aluminum dissipates heat better than titanium, so this is actually good. Look, on paper, yes, aluminum does conduct heat better, but that argument doesn't really apply here. Samsung didn't have a heat problem to begin with. The S25 Ultra remained cool despite using titanium, and early testing shows the S26 Ultra produces similar thermal results. So this material change didn't solve a problem that existed. No matter how you look at it, aluminum on the S26 Ultra is a downgrade. If you use a case, it may not matter much, but for those who prefer using their phones without a case, durability becomes very important. Now let's move to magnets. The S26 Ultra still doesn't include built-in magnets, which is strange because on one hand, Samsung often mirrors every Apple decisions, and yet they chose not to adopt this feature even after Google introduced magnets in its Pixel lineup. Well, Samsung recently explained why they didn't include magnets in the S26 Ultra, and it has nothing to do with the S Pen. A Samsung executive stated that internal research shows that 83% of Galaxy users already use a protective case. So they decided not to use internal space for magnets and instead reserve that space for making the device thinner or potentially accommodating larger batteries. Okay, except the S26 Ultra doesn't have a larger battery. Sure, it's about 0.3mm thinner, but here's the thing. Modern smartphones are already thin and light enough, unless we're talking about foldables. And we've already seen how chasing thinness for the sake of thinness can backfire. The S25 Edge was such a failure that Samsung had to cancel it altogether. Most people today do not care about thinness, they want better internals. And regarding that 83% figure, why doesn't that matter to Apple and Google? Why do their phones have magnets? Look, when you're a company of this size, you shouldn't design products based solely on whether users will cover them with a case. The device should be fully capable on its own. And I also have this problem with Samsung internal surveys because they use similar reasoning when they removed the Bluetooth functionality from the S Pen, claiming most users didn't use it. But what about the users who did? Do they not matter? Now there's also this wireless charging angle. The S26 Ultra supports faster wireless charging, but without built-in magnetic alignment, you likely won't achieve maximum wireless charging speeds unless you use a compatible magnetic case. That's not ideal for a $1,300 flagship. The silver lining here is that Samsung did say that once they overcome the internal limitations of adding magnets, they plan to include them, so it's not permanently off the table. Anyway, I'd love to know your thoughts. Are you okay with aluminum? Do magnets matter to you? Or are these things completely irrelevant for you in daily use? Let me know in the comments. I'll be active there. And if you're planning to pre-order the S26 Ultra, check the updated offers down below. And if you want to see how it compares to the iPhone 17 Pro Max, here's the video and I'll see you there.